In the top stories, St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party pays tribute at grave sites of Labour stalwarts. Miss Labour 2023 crowned, and Venezuela school ship leaves the Federation. We'll be right back with the details after this.
Frozen fruits and vegetables get a bad rap. Because they are frozen doesn't mean they are not nutritious. Many frozen fruits and vegetables actually retain more nutrients than when they are eaten fresh. Using frozen fruits and vegetables is about convenience. Best of all, they last longer and they cost less. Look for the Island Garden brand at your favorite supermarket or call 662-0909 to place an order today. At Island Garden, we assure you that our products are locally grown and nutritiously sealed.
Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector.
In cricket, there are a few essentials. A bat, a pitch, a ball, some fielders, and plenty of refreshments. Enjoy the cricket with Angostura Chill. Angostura Chill, the official refreshment partner of the Hero CPL T20.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I'm Jason Davis. On Sunday afternoon, government ministers and family members of past Labour stalwarts visited the grave sites to lay wreaths and pay tribute to their contribution to the development of the nation. At the grave of national hero Sir Robert L. Bradshaw, Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Right Honourable Dr. Denzil Douglas, noted that the wreath laying fell one day before Labour Day and noted Sir Robert's commitment to the workers of the Federation.
So he was not only a political giant pursuing our continued upliftment and graduating eventually to our political independence, but he also, to a large extent, served to ensure that the workers, their rights, what they deserve, having given of their labor in so many different employment situations, that their work and their worth would always be recognized.
At the gravesite of Sir Lee L. Moore, Parliamentary Representative for Constituency Number 4, the Honourable Samuel Duggins, described him as inspirational.
I am inspired of how great things would have emerged from a place that most people render as insignificant in some cases. We are from the Godwin-Gut Halfway Tree area. A young man would have emerged from a thatch house to become not only a wonderful legal luminary, but a hero amongst many. And as we reflect on that and we see where opportunities can take persons, I am also moved in my capacity here as government minister serving in this wonderful party, but also as parliamentary representative for the same constituency in which Sir Llewellyn Moore served.
The wreath laying forms part of a series of activities to mark Labour Day, which continues on Monday with the annual Labour Day Parade. Meanwhile, Sienna Johnson from constituency number 8 captured the Miss Labour crown on Saturday night at Carnival Village. Miss Johnson scored 840.5 points, winning Best Creative Wear and Best Evening Wear along the way. First runner-up went to Ashley Wilson of constituency number 5 with 805.5 points. Zarina Roberts of constituency number 1 took the second runner-up spot with 795.5 points, and third runner-up went to Junicia Williams of constituency number 3 with 781.5 points. Constituency number 2's Takursa Henry won Best Motivational Speech and Best Performing Talent. In other news, on Saturday, the school ship Libertador Simón Bolívar left Port Zante after a 4-day visit to the Federation. The visit was part of the activities of the 33rd Overseas Training Cruise Caribe 2023. While in the Federation, the general public was given the opportunity to tour the vessel. More than 1,000 persons visited the ship. The Simón Bolívar brought with it cadets and officers, many of whom participated in a tribute to the fallen soldiers from St. Kitts Nevis and Anguilla who died in the Great Wars. Several of the crew members were students at Buque Escuela Simón Bolívar. St. Kitts and Nevis and the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela share 40 years of diplomatic ties since St. Kitts and Nevis attained independence on September 19, 1983. Coming up, we'll have another look at some of the stories from the past week. Stay tuned.
Here are your Hospital's Value Mart IGA specials.
Running April 20th to May 3rd.
Now your Value Club Blue Tax specials. Nature Valley granola bars just $13.49. Palm cooking sprays $13.49. Chef Warrior decanned pastas and micro pastas just $5.99. Essential everyday canned fruits $8.99. Banquet ground and served breakfast sausages $8.99. IGA and essential everyday cereals just $9.99. And now our very low weekly
Value deals. Kind cereal bars $6.99. Post honey bunches of oats and pebble cereals family size $16.99. Hammer toothpaste $12.99. IGA and essential everyday frozen vegetables $5.99. Old Orchard apple juice $8.99. Orville red and Boca popcorn $9.99. Shop smart, shop Value Mart. Tell them in Spanish.
sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en
Value Mart.
It's a sore throat. I'll write a prescription and see the nurse regarding the MMR vaccine.
I heard on social media that the COVID-19 vaccine came in a container with the MMR label on it.
Measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine is in the vial, no other.
True?
We can't betray our parents' trust. St. Kitts and Nevis has always had an impressive immunization history.
But these diseases aren't around now.
Yes, our borders are open to all kinds of diseases that negatively affect our children and elders.
I never thought about that.
Today, you have a choice whether you get vaccinated. So, you want to continue?
Yes, doctor.
I want to be protected.
Check your doctor or the Ministry of Health to get the information on immunization against childhood diseases, including HPV and polio, and COVID-19 vaccine for elderly persons and persons living with non-communicable diseases.
Want to get away? Now you can.
Stop standing in long ATM lines to withdraw cash. Use your national debit or black cards to complete a wide variety of transactions at supermarkets, variety stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and more. Shop online at the most popular websites and stores for quality brands using your national debit or black cards. And take back your time to enjoy all the things that you love to do. Remember, instead of waiting in long ATM lines to withdraw cash, use your national bank cards today.
National Bank, always here.
Diplomats who are normally stationed overseas, as well as local government officials, came together at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort on Tuesday morning for the official opening ceremony of Diplomatic Week 2023. More in this report.
The week is organized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and this year it is being held under the theme Driving Change, Advancing a Vision for a Sustainable Island State. Prime Minister Drew spoke to the significance of the theme, especially as it ties into the government's plans for the future of the nation.
The theme of this week's event, Driving Change, Advancing a Vision for a Sustainable Island State, succinctly captures the aspirations of our government as we forge a different path for our people, one that is apace with the evolving demands of our global community and can meaningfully address our socio-economic challenges while creating the enabling environment to achieve the sustainable development agenda. Since our government's assumption of office over the last 8 months, we have made considerable steps in laying the solid foundation necessary to build the transformational change required to attain a sustainable island state.
He emphasized the role international partnerships play in ensuring the sustainable growth and development of the country.
As the government continues its quest to create a better St. Kitts and Nevis by transforming our beloved country into a sustainable island state, our government looks forward with great anticipation to deepen our cooperation and collaboration with all our diplomatic and consular partners to achieve this mandate.
Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Right Honorable Dr. Denzel Douglas, said that in line with the vision of the government, the ministry must adapt and grow in preparation for the future.
We will consolidate our democracy and expand opportunity by ensuring upward mobility through investment, innovation, and of course, economic empowerment. The administration's vision for a sustained island state is how we deliver on this particular promise. And so to this end, our ministry must reform and it must reimagine. It must not react.
Diplomatic Week wraps up on Friday, April 28th, with a staff retreat.
This past week, representatives from the public and private sectors were engaged in discussions on the advancement of the delivery of healthcare services in the sub-region. This was being done at the 7th Growth and Resilience Dialogue hosted by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank in collaboration with the OECS Commission, the World Bank, and the University of the West Indies. More in this report.
The two-day forum is being guided by the theme, An Appropriate and Sustainable Model for Healthcare in the ECCU OECS, Agile Infrastructure, Traditional Medicine, and Medicinal Cannabis. On Tuesday, participants were engaged in a series of panel discussions on healthcare from various aspects. The focus on traditional medicine in healthcare will examine alternative practices to wellness, identify advantages and disadvantages, and explore what is needed to integrate traditional medicine into our national healthcare systems. Delivering the featured address at the opening of the conference, Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew said he welcomes any research that supports the application of traditional medicine in a 21st century health system.
I support the call for more research in this area to inform how traditional medicine can effectively interface with modern medicine. During the pandemic, we witnessed firsthand the benefits of the collaboration of both forms of medicinal practices, modern and traditional, to combat the symptoms of COVID-19. For example, the blend of turmeric, ginger, and lemon juice for its anti-inflammatory effect and to help boost the immune system.
He also spoke of the medicinal uses of the derivatives of cannabis.
Research has underscored the therapeutic benefits of cannabinoids. Cannabinoids is a fancy name for cannabis, marijuana, ganja, as we call it in the sub-region. And we therefore welcome the third plenary session. We anticipate regional data on the uses of cannabis, along with hearing about the best practices in establishing a medicinal cannabis industry.
The Prime Minister also stressed that greater investment in primary health care is critically needed in the sub-region to save lives and safeguard livelihoods.
So as we strengthen our health systems in preparation for future public health threats, We must embrace innovative technologies to ensure efficiency and efficacy in healthcare delivery. Digitization of the operations of the Ministry of Health is a priority of this government, and so we look forward to the exposition schedule for day number 2. Digital technology could help make unsustainable healthcare systems more efficient, improve the interaction between patients and medical staff, and offer more affordable, quicker, and more effective treatments for diseases.
The second day of the 7th Growth and Resilience Dialogue on Wednesday, April 26th, will feature a virtual exhibition highlighting new and emerging technologies that are transforming healthcare.
On Wednesday, the St. Kitts Electricity Company, or SKELEC, held a series of emergency response drills at various locations. Some were so realistic that they alarmed members of the public. More in this report.
The man dead, you know? That man dead, you know?
Actually, he's not. This was one of a series of scenarios organized by SKELEC to test the employees' response to an emergency. The exercises included the rescue of a hurt worker from a pole top, an armed intruder alert at the main office, and a bomb threat. The drills were held unannounced to get honest reactions and responses from the staff. General Manager of SKELEC, Clement Williams, explained why they're being held.
All of these are part of our Safety Week initiative, and as part of the Safety Department's mandate, they have to carry out a series of these drills so that our employees are familiar with what they should do in these situations if they occur in real life.
He said he was happy with the response of the staff in each situation.
The staff has been performing very well. The exercise has identified a number of gaps that we plan to mitigate to more training, more education. But in general, the staff has been reacting very well.
Regarding the pole rescue and the alarm it appeared to cause, Mr. Williams assured the public that there was no need for panic.
The gentleman is safe. He is trained. His equipment kept him safe at all times. There was no electrocution. The lines were dead. What they saw was his supervisor coming to his aid. None of them in the situation were aware of the drill, except the actual gentleman on the pole who simulated an accident, an incident.
After Wednesday's exercises, a debriefing and analysis session was scheduled to pinpoint the company's strengths and weaknesses in each situation. Mr. Williams said they plan to hold similar drills in the future to ensure the staff is ready to respond when a real emergency occurs. Jason Davis for ZIZ News. After the break, Venezuelan woman sentenced for running a brothel in Guyana, and violence in Sudan is the result of